But the issue remains at the quarterback spot. Colin Kaepernick, what are you hearing? I mean, he's got 1 year deal, 1 year left on his deal, I believe.
He's got the player option for 2017. He restructured the contract in October. Originally, he was supposed to go to 2020, but I don't see Kaepernick being back. They're going to talk to him. Lynch said it. He's like, we're going to speak with Colin. I just don't see a new beginning with Colin Kaepernick being in it. I also don't see Blaine Gabbert there. He's a free agent, unrestricted. I don't see them bringing him back.
Clean slate, Peter.
Clean slate. So what does that mean? I'll give you a couple names, and we can go through them all. I would start off, the first guy I would look at is Kirk Cousins. Shanahan was with him from 2010 to 2013 in Washington. Washington's not going to give him this big deal necessarily. I think that might be a trade possibility.
You like that, Nate, pun intended?
I like that. I do like that.
Well, I just want to go through a couple, and then we'll get into a deep dive of it. But Matt Schaub was the backup in Atlanta with Kyle Shanahan. He also was with Kyle Shanahan in Houston for years. So if there is a rookie quarterback taken, Matt Schaub could be a veteran. Tony Romo's a name that's a wild card. And the other name that was given to me last night from someone who I trust would have an idea on this, Brian Hoyer. Because Brian Hoyer was in Cleveland with Kyle Shanahan. And the Manziel stuff, and Nate was on that team. They won 7 games with Brian. They were 7-4 with Brian Hoyer. And kind of so, to me, it's going to be a young guy at some point. The name that was interesting, though, is Cousins, obviously. And then we threw out there Romo. You're smiling. What do you got?
Well, just because it's so exciting to think about Romo in another jersey. And, we don't know what we're going to get. We don't know if he's going to stay healthy. That one brief moment he came in this past season.
Oh, God, it was so fun.
It was so exciting for everybody to watch. He made the play, and then he went back on the bench. But when you think about the dynamic and who they are, the couple we're talking about, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, and then the relationship that they have with John Elway, especially John Lynch, you think about them guys having a conversation over the phone or even at a bar saying, hey, Lynch, let me tell you about this story. I brought in this old guy who was banged up by the name of Peyton Manning. And he took us all the way to the top of the mountain. And that could be the situation with Tony Romo. It's a copycat league, like we say all the time. So if you're looking at the Denver Broncos and say, what they did with Peyton Manning could work if we have the right pieces surrounding Romo. But that is the ultimate question. Do you have the right pieces?
Hoyer as a placeholder.
You need a veteran. You need somebody there. Look, I mean, this is the NFC West. Look at those defenses.
Look out.
They are no joke, right?
Here's the piece. Here's the piece they got,
You've got the Cardinals. You've got the Rams. I mean,
they have the number 2 overall pick. So the number 2 overall pick. So you could go that way. You could go Schaub or Hoyer and take or even sign a Fitzpatrick.
Take Trubisky
and then you take Trubisky.
Pick up a stud.
Or
no way.
You've got the greatest piece of trade bait you ever wanted. Now Garoppolo is a restricted free agent out in New England.
Jay?
You've got Kirk Cousins. You've got Jay Cutler up in Chicago. Cousins is an interesting one. If you go back and watch John Lynch games on Fox of the Redskins, he's a Kirk Cousins fan.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He likes Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I hear that.
And I don't think I'm giving away any secrets.
That's a fun exercise to do.
Go back and watch what he has to say. He's a Kirk Cousins fan.
We should do that.
I know. That sounds like a segment.
We've got a segment. But Romo's an interesting one, too. But then again, do you take a guy like Schaub, who just worked with all these quarterbacks, Matt Ryan?
Not too shabby, had to say it. Sorry.
That's good. It was well done.
That's shabby. Hashtag that.
You're on fire this morning.
And do you take a rookie? To me, would you trade, I'm going to ask you guys, would you trade the number 2 overall pick for say, a Kirk Cousins?
Nah.
No?
No. Well, look.
What about for Romo?
Who does Kirk Cousins have to throw to?
That's
this
true.
is my issue. Like, you're going to have to go into free agency and into the draft and load yourself up with weapons because Quentin Patton and Curley, as great as he was in moments last season, it's not
fine,
going
but you need a quarterback first.
You said it yourself, Peter.
I don't know.
Kirk Cousins, he lost the big game. He lost the big game a couple times. If Kirk Cousins gets into the playoffs, I don't know, maybe. The Romo thing kind of stinks to me. It does.
NFC.
It's sexy as hell, but I feel like Romo, he's going to join this team. Were they 2-14 last year? I feel like Romo's like, I want to win right now. I've had a lot of injuries. I may have 1 or 2 seasons
Romo
left.
wants to play right now.
I don't know. Does he?
I don't know.
I think he wants. I think he's dying.
But I think there's better options
one of
for
those.
Romo, right?
For sure.
Does Romo want to play and go like 7-9? I don't know. I feel like he'd rather stay with Dallas.
Really? And be a backup? I think Romo want to go somewhere where he can be the star. I mean, undeniably be the star again.
Winning, right?
Texans
He's been the star for years.
I think Texans are like Broncos.
Texans
makes more sense, right?
For sure,
Right.
100%. But we're talking hypotheticals.
Right.
And I feel like if you go to San Francisco, listen, I'll throw out this other variable. It's about selling tickets and putting butts in those seats. And it is a sexy pick to bring in a guy like Romo. I mean, I would buy that jersey. At the beginning of the season, I'd be excited. Of course,
Nate in a Romo jersey.
And Nate's going to end up in not New Jersey.
Frisco Romo jersey?
I know, it's pretty cool. The red one.
It's like that Namath Rams jersey.
Yes.
That's not New Jersey.
I think I got my Twitter timeline was flooded.
There was a lot.
With not new jerseys yesterday. And
love
I don't know who makes it in because you two were like the Simon Cowell of
Randy
not
Jackson
New
over that. We hit it really quickly. Not New Jersey. If you've never watched this segment about obscure old jerseys you see out in public. We did it yesterday.
And
Kay got flooded.
Really
we all got
everyone's like,
very
is
tough.
this a not New Jersey? So I think we're going to go through some of them a little bit later on in the show.